Did you know the communion you take every Sunday might not have started with Jesus at all? What if I told you its roots trace back long before the Last Supper, to ancient rituals that had nothing to do with Christianity? Long before the upper room moment where Jesus broke bread and said, "Do this in remembrance of me." Ancient civilizations were already practicing sacred meals shared with their gods. In Egypt, priests would eat bread and drink wine they believed became the flesh and blood of Osiris, a ritual of becoming one with the divine. In Rome and Greece, followers of Dionysus and Mithras held secret feasts where wine symbolized divine blood and bread, immortal life. So when Jesus broke the bread with his disciples, he wasn't inventing a new tradition, he was redefining one. He gave a symbol that once belonged to pagan gods a new meaning, not of worshiping idols, but of remembering sacrifice and covenant. But here's where it gets deeper. Centuries later, as the Roman Church rose to power, the simple remembrance Jesus taught was transformed again. The word Eucharist began to carry mystical power, the belief that bread and wine literally became his body and blood. And those who refused to believe it were branded as heretics. The ritual that once symbolized freedom became a tool of control, and the true meaning faded behind ceremony and fear. So ask yourself, when you take communion today, what are you really partaking in? Is it the remembrance of a Savior's sacrifice, or a tradition rebranded through centuries of religious power? Because the truth about communion might not be what you've always been told. And once you see where it really came from, you'll never look at that cup the same way again.